Our meditation series is going on. Today meditation means Vedantic meditation. So verse number 30 we will discuss. Nishidhya nikhilopadhin, Nishidhya nikhilopadhin, Neti neti ti vakyatah, Neti neti ti vakyatah, Vidyadaikyam mahavakyaihi, Vidyadaikyam mahavakyaihi, Jivatma paramatmanaha, Jivatma paramatmanoho, manoho. So, or manoha. In the book it is written, I think, something differently. Mana. Together. Nishidhya nikhilopadhin, Neti neti ti vakyatah, Vidyadaikyam mahavakyair jivatma paramatmanaha. Nishidhya, after negating, Nikhila Upadhin. Nikhil means all. Upadhin means conditionings. Nikhila Upadhin, all conditionings. Then na iti, not thus, like that. Neti, neti, na iti, as not this, as not this. Iti uh, means thus. Vakyataha, from the scriptural statements or commandments, adesha. Vidyat, know, or you should know. Aikyam, oneness. Mahavakyaihi, by the great Mahavakyas, great statements of Veda. What is called the great statements or Mahavakya? Where Jivatma Paramatmanaha, oneness with the individual soul and the supreme soul. So, by the process of negating of the all conditionings as per not my mind, because we only negate what we don't like and we invite whom or what we like and get associated. And from some person whom we don't like, or the object or food we don't like, we avoid. But Veda is totally impartial. So that is why that by the process of negation of the conditionings, as per the scriptural statement or order, it is not this, it is not this. The oneness of the individual soul and the supreme soul, as indicated by the great Mahavakyas, great statements, has to be realized. So you can understand only the implied meaning of Mahavakyas by negating. I will come why. So first the prose order. न इति वाक्यतः निखिल उपाधिन निषिध्य महावाक्यैः जीवात्म परमात्मनोः ऐक्यं विद्यात्. That this is whenever we will see anything else, whenever any thought will come to us at the time of meditation, at the time of analysis, our thought, at the time of discrimination, we should think that this is not the intrinsic nature of Brahman. This is not the Swarupa of Brahman. In that way, we have to deject all Anatma Vastu. In Veda, Mahavakya Atirikta, what about exception of, except Mahavakyas, what about the other statements are there? They are called Avantaravakya. Avantaravakya means in Avantara, if you translate it in Sanskrit or Hindi, means useless. But it's not in that sense. It's supporting, not the main thing. The main perspective of any Veda is to show the union of individual soul and supreme soul. So neti neti vakya or neti neti statement, na iti means neti neti. In Brihadaranyaka Upanishad 2.3.6, the mantra is like that: Athat adeshaha neti neti. So, means whenever it is the meditating thing, and meditation is not when I am sitting morning and evening in a lotus posture, straightening my back and waist level and head in the single straight line. This is one kind of meditation, and it may be the starting of meditation. But Vedantic meditation is 24/7. While you are eating, while you are running, while you are talking, every time. Knowing Brahman, knowing the intrinsic nature of myself, if we transact with the world, then world can't disturb us. Like, suppose you are the pure soul, like milk, and worldly snarls. Suppose this is water. Without knowing my Swarupa, my actuality, my intrinsic nature, and without knowing the intrinsic nature of the whole universe, if we start transacting, what will happen? milk and water will be mixed up, and milk will be diluted. As much water you will start pouring, milk will start losing its milkiness. So, what is the way? Now, in a solitude place, you have to prepare curd. That is sadhana, spiritual practice. That when you will do any spiritual practice means sadhana chatushtaya, the fourfold spiritual practices, it should be in a solitude place, nama, japa, whatever, little meditation means fixing up the mind in a single pointed object like my deity or omkara or any mantra, and it should be in a solitude place. Like when we prepare curd, we can't shake the milk. The process should be in a very calm and quiet place. When the curd is ready, then we churn the curd. What happens? The butter comes out. And that butter can easily float on the water. Likewise, if in a very solitude place, first we have to do sadhana. Without spiritual practice, without spiritual knowledge, without self-knowledge, getting self-knowledge and establishing in self-knowledge is not possible. And without self-knowledge, if any person mix with that samsara, milk will be mixed with water and will lose its milkiness. So if you want to transact with the whole world without affecting yourself, you have to be the butter. The essence of milk is the butter. And nikhilopadhin nishidhya. All the samashti and vyasti, total and individual, the gross, subtle, all the forms and names and conditionings, they are anatma vastu, and we have to reject it. And Mahavakya, four famous great statements are there, yet a lot of Mahavakyas are there in Upanishads and Veda. Among them, four are very popular. First one is Tattvamasi. Under Samaveda, there is Chandogya Upanishad. Their 6.10.3 mantra number is Tattvamasi. Then Ayamatma Brahman. This individual Atma is nothing but the total consciousness alone. It is not the part. It is under Atharvana Veda. There is one Upanishad called Mandukya Upanishad. And second mantra it is. And also Brihadaranya Upanishad it is there. 2.5.19, 2.5.19. Then third one is Prajnanam Brahman. Means that Sakshi Chaitanya inside me, the witness consciousness, is nothing but the total consciousness Brahman. Where it is under Rig Veda. Under Rig Veda, there is one Upanishad called Aitareya Upanishad. There, the mantra is 5.3. And the fourth one is Aham Brahmasmi. Aham Brahma Asmi. I am that Supreme Self, that realization. This is Anubhava Vakya. Tattvamasi is Upadesha Vakya. Guru's teaching. Guru is telling, you are that, thou art that. But Aham Brahmasmi, I am that Brahman, is the Anubhava Vakya. Where it is under the Yajurveda, there is the Upanishad Brihadaranya, where we got Neti Neti. There Aham Brahmasmi comes 1.4.20, the mantra number. And with Brahman, there is no sambandha with Samanadhikaranya, Visheshana Visheshyata, and Lakshya Lakshana Bhava. This is very details. Maybe I will not go. Little when I have uttered, so I have to explain. Samanadhikaranya. Suppose same person. Okay, I will tell it afterwards. Otherwise, it will be very complex. In an easy way, I will try. Yes. The Vedantic aphorism or Mahavakyas are Tattvamasi, Ayamatma Brahman, Prajnanam Brahman, and Aham Brahmasmi, I am Brahman. All these point out the non-dual identity between the individual soul, Jiva, and the Supreme Soul, Brahman. Since the reality behind both of them is the non-dual Brahman, the Absolute. Self-realization is attained by the negation of the upadhis or limiting factors of the self, which are the gross, subtle, and causal bodies, and the inert objects of the outer world perceived through these matter equipments. This verse describes the above process and thus leads a seeker to realize the ultimate truth that the individual soul or Jivatma in its own true nature is nothing but the Supreme Self, Paramatma. The pure consciousness in me is the absolute reality, and this alone, which is in you and in every other being, is the self everywhere. The Guru declares this truth as the very self of the seeker that thou art. Tattvamasi. The seeker of truth, in his burning aspirations to reach the goal, analyzes his own matter vestures or upadhis and also their corresponding objects in the outer world, the body and the sense objects, the mind and its feelings, and the intellect, buddhi, and its thoughts. With his power of discrimination, he rejects every one of them as a not self, anatma. Time, space, and causality are also negated as perceptions of the mind and intellect. So, in this process of negation as not this, neti, neti, when one has ascertained that the self is not any of the not self vestures within or the perceptions of mind intellect without, then for a person of true wisdom, realization of the one eternal truth that persists in every object as the only permanent in the impermanent. In Kathopanishad mantra, we get it. Nityo anityanam चेतनश्चेतनानाम् एको बहुना यो विदधाति कामान् तमात्मस्थं येनुपश्यन्ति धीराः तेषां शान्तिः शाश्वती नेतरेषाम्. So who understood the true nature of himself or herself and the true nature of the whole universe, he becomes a living experience of total serenity, total calmness in mind. Upanishad, Shruti, or Veda proclaims that. The Mahavakyas are not mere aphorisms, but they are the golden keys which open the gateway to a richer experience which is beyond words and equally beyond the comprehension by our intellect. By a process of negation of the false and the assertion of the positive truth, one reaches the holy land of ultimate spiritual experience. I am that supreme Brahman, Aham Brahmasmi. that in all the Mahavakyas there is an implied suggestion of plurality is a criticism that we generally hear raised by the dualist against Shankaracharya's philosophy. According to the dualist, the very Mahavakya, Tattvamasi, that thou art, implies two different objects according to dualist. In its two distinct pronouns. That means the unknown goal to be realized, and thou means the seeker. And therefore, there are two aspects according to dualist. There are two aspects, the seeker and the sought, each having a distinctly separate existence. Two different things cannot be one and the same according to them. Therefore, at best, a seeker can only keep a relative relationship with the ideal and can never hope to gain oneness with and be the perfections. So they describe the Mahavakya in that way, Atatvamasi. You are not that. You are separate entity. And Bhagavan or Jagat is separate entity. Acharya Shankara Bhagavan meets this controversy by indicating that even in ordinary conversation, we often employ this sort of superficially dualistic declaration to indicate the essential non-dual factor. Suppose I told the technical terminologies I use today, that Ananya Asraya Dosha, Samanadhikaranya, Visheshana Visheshanata, and Lakshya Lakshanata. What is Samanadhikarana? Suppose Mr. Ram. Oh, this is that Ram. Herein, although two pronouns are used as this and that, this is that Ram. So we actually we indicate one and the same Ram. The difference is only in the conditionings around, suppose Mr. Ram, when it said that Mr. Ram, whom I met at Howrah in 1990 as a pretty shopkeeper, is this Mr. Ram now we meet in Kolkata in 2021 as a multimillionaire? The conditioning factors around Mr. Ram then and now are certainly different, because it was 1990. The time is different. Now it is 2021. It was Howrah. Now it is Kolkata. He was a petty shopkeeper. Now he is a multimillionaire. But when the conditionings are removed, the individual whom we met at Howrah in the past under certain conditions is the very same individual whom we are meeting today in a different period of time and place and under different conditions. Similarly, this jiva conditioned by the body, mind, and intellect, bound by its own vasanas, tempted by an endless array of objects, going through 1,000 sorrows and despairs, is the same as the unconditioned, infinite, immutable truth, Satchidananda, Sat Chit Ananda. That is the only reality. Existence, consciousness, and bliss. That is really me. The jiva, in its limitations and sorrows, can never be all blissful. Unlimited Brahman, however, when the jiva disassociates itself from all its matter establishments, the jiva gets relieved from its egocentric individuality and comes to experience the truth divine. The term asi, tat tvam asi, that asi word indicates the common denominator in both the jiva and Ishvara. The infinite conditioned by matter is the jiva. Having transcended its equipments, the jiva comes to rediscover itself to be nothing other than the immaculate divine. Hari Om Tat Sat.